I hope you're ready to work through some hard feelings today. We're going to be doing some pretty aggressive scribbling art. We're going to be working through some traumas you may have experienced, and we're going to be putting that onto paper. We're going to be taking all of our feelings and putting them onto paper. So I'm going to be using some crayons. These are water soluble crayons. That doesn't really matter. You can use whatever you got. They're just like the ones I've got. And I'm going to be scribbling all over that. If splashing watercolor is what you want to do, or colored pencil, or just whatever you have on hand, you're going to want to use that. I'm going to grab a couple greens and yellows and browns here. And I'm going to take those feelings, whatever feelings those are for you, and I'm going to scribble them. I'm going to rub on the paper. I'm going to, if your crayons break, it's fine. Let it break. If you want to use the cheapies, use the cheapies. This is not gallery art. This is work through your feelings art. So you don't need fancy supplies if you don't love using fancy supplies. But I want you to put all of your feelings on the paper, whatever. I'm going to kind of spirally that one. And do movements that really are feeling what you're feeling, whatever that might be for you. If you're feeling angry, maybe it's really fast and aggressive. If it's sad, maybe it's like slow and swirly. If it's joyful, maybe it's joyful, although I can't imagine a lot of trauma being all that joyful. So maybe, I don't know your experience. So you're going to be scribbling the bejesus out of this page. Just, cover it. I'm going to take this. Oh, I'm not done. I want more. And then I'm going to grab this brown or yellowy brown or whatever it is. I'm going to do more scribbly in sections. I don't want a lot of white on this paper. I'm just, ugh. If your arm doesn't hurt while you're doing this, maybe you're not doing it aggressively enough. You should be scrubbing. Okay. Like my crayons are just. Oh look, you did it good when they're like stubby like that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I really worked them good. I'll have to sharpen those later. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna rip this piece off. We're saving that for later. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab some yellow and orange. Maybe you had a different trauma. Maybe it's the same one. Maybe there are different feelings that you're feeling. I want you to shift your mindset. Get ready. Okay, let's go. Scribble. You're going to push the feelings into the paper. I have cracked many a crayon doing this. Just let your feelings go. Stop worrying about what this is going to look like and let your feelings out of your body onto the paper. Grab that orange. Oh, look, that one's got a nice slant to it. I really scrubbed it sideways. Okay. This makes me feel like I'm honestly 5. I love it. Watch my niece do this, and it is so satisfying. Just letting all your feelings explode on the paper. Just looking explosive. That's what we're looking for. Maybe I want another color in there. I'm going to grab some peach because I feel like it. And that's really the point, isn't it? Like you're just doing things you feel like doing. So I'm just scribbling it everywhere I feel like scribbling it. Okay, this is perfectly scribbled on. Okay, I'm done with that one. Okay, if you're still feeling it, we're gonna go one more. Oh, this one's already partially cracked, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna grab blues. I think I just need this blue. Maybe I need to get my case of them out. This is what they look like, the ones that I have. I just had them. you know, don't go buy this if you don't need this. If you have just like some crayons, honestly, these are softer. You're gonna go through more of it. Okay, and I'm gonna grab like some I think I want maybe the lavender. I don't know. What does that look like? No, I don't want that. Okay. Some of the sky one and then maybe some gray. Okay. I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna put this aside. Okay, and then there's more feelings. There's more feelings in this. Find the other feelings. Put that other one away. Ready? Let's go. Ooh. That's a color. If you're mad, be mad. If you're sad, be sad. If you're just frustrated, whatever, you know, get it out. Next color. I like doing 3 colors because I think then it's just like, you know, got so much more going on in there. I mean, feelings are more complex in one color, aren't they? Really? Like, is sadness ever just sadness? No. Is frustration ever just frustration? No. Nope. It isn't. They're like all over and they're messy and they're, you know, not when you want them to be. And that's kind of, you know, how it is. Oh, it's very gray. Maybe I don't want too much of that one because otherwise my whole page is going to be very gray. But I'm going to just spirally it all over the place because that's what I feel like doing. Okay. Okay, done. And now I'm going to put this pad away and move these things out of the way. And now I have, put my crayons away here. I have 3 pages. I have like these greeny brown shades. I got these like blues and I have these oranges. And now I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and I'm going to get cutting this stuff up. So I put my pad of paper away. I didn't need to do that. I'm going to grab it back. But I'm going to take it, a clear one off of here and use whatever paper you've got. This doesn't need to be some fancy schmancy paper. Okay. Okay, so I've got my paper. You have all these feelings. The feelings are messy, hard, often ugly feelings that you just don't want to have. And we're going to transform them and make them beautiful. We're going to transform these feelings and make them into something beautiful. Because honestly, having those experiences can alter your life. It can give you more empathy towards others. It can give you a greater understanding of other parts of your life. I'm not saying it's a good thing that they happen to you. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that they are there. It's the radical acceptance that it happened, whatever it was, happened. It is done. It has happened. And you can take all of the ugly, yucky parts that you think anyways are yucky of your life and transform them. Make them something else. Make them something else. So I'm going to be cutting them into kind of these strips. Okay. I'm going to cut them up. You can make them into other shapes if you want, but I want to probably do as little gluing as possible for this. And so I'm going to be making mine into some sort of stripes. And then I'm going to grab my trusty glue stick. You know, brings you back to when you were in grade school, doesn't it? With a glue stick. And I'm going to be putting these up on the top part of this page. I'm going to be gluing these on here. And we're going to be making something beautiful. Something that you can transform into beauty. Your own beauty. Doesn't mean what happened was beautiful. but it means that you can transform it for yourself. Okay? You get to decide how it makes you feel. You get to decide moving forwards. Sometimes to work through a lot of that, a lot of times to work through a lot of that, you need to have some help from a professional, which I hope that you definitely seek out if you can. But I also want you to spend energy and time on yourself, that you are worthy of time. You are worthy of your own time. Guess what? I have laundry sitting over there waiting to be folded. I have a basket of it. I have a dinner that needs to be cooked. It's going to get cooked. Don't worry. I'm not going to make anyone starve, but it's going to happen. It's all going to happen. Maybe it'll just happen 20 minutes later. And that's fine. Because I'm busy making something beautiful out of something that wasn't. Some feelings that weren't. So I'm gluing. And I'm going to just be sticking it on top in layers. So there we go. I've got it all glued in there. Beautifulness there. And then I'm going to grab this like brown green, and I'm going to be making mountain shapes. So first I'm going to cut off all this white part because I don't want that. If you went all the way to the edges, you don't have to do that part, but I didn't. I know. Bad on me wasting paper, but you know, we're just going to cut it. Wouldn't it be better if I had bigger scissors? That would probably be better, but I don't right now. So I'm going to use these tiny itty bitty ones that I use with yarn. So, you know, we're using what we got here. Using what we got. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to be making mountain shapes. So I'm going to kind of curve up. I'm going to curve up. I'm going to go down. I'm going to back to curving up a little bit here. And then I'm going to curve right off the page. Ooh, let me see. Can you see this? I'm going to curve right off the page. So here's like mountain one. And then I want my other mountain to look a little bit different. So here I've got this other one. And maybe I don't want it to look exactly the same as this one, right? So I'm actually going to trim this part off down here. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to take it straight down all the way to the bottom like that. And then I'm going to make this a little bit shorter because maybe I want it like, you know, maybe like that, I think. So I'll do it like that. Okay. We'll cut that off. There's no right or wrong way here. These are just, you know, the shapes I'm making. Okay. And then again, it's glue time. Grab out that kindergarten glue stick, you know. I think these purpley ones are so nice because you can actually see where you're putting it. They didn't have those when I was a kid. They weren't purple. Did you ever have the rubber cement? Did you ever have that stuff? This stuff was crazy. It would like dry and then, you know, be all like a rubbery ball. And you had like, you pulled it out and it was on like a paintbrush that was inside of there. Oh, that stuff smelled toxic. That stuff smelled atrocious. I'm going, maybe like that. Let's do there. Okay, and then I've got my other mountain here. And, oh, it's a little too long, huh? Maybe it's too long. You know what? While it's still wet, I'm going to move this over because I want to. Okay, I'm going to move it to the edge so it's like there. And then I think I'm going to do it maybe like here-ish. But maybe like, oh, where do I want to go with it? Like there? Like there. And then I maybe want to make, so I'm going to cut this one in half. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm just fooling around here, honestly. Does it matter? Okay, so I've got this like little mountain that I'm going to put maybe there. Am I going to put like another one here? Maybe I want to tuck it behind like that. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I'm going to cut off this part because I don't want that. This is too long. That's the joy of working with these glue sticks. They stay wet a while, so you could, you know, I have kids that just love glue, so honestly, I have a lot of these. Their school is constantly asking for glue, so I feel like I just buy glue constantly. I don't know what all these kids are doing with the glue sticks that they're using them so fast. I do not know. The kids say like the kids aggressively rip them, but I feel like maybe they're just having fun. I don't know. Fun with glue sticks. Okay. So I've got my landscape down here. I've got my sky up here. And then I got this one. Now, obviously, I didn't need to make this giant paper, but I'm going to be using this for some other project at a later time. By the way, don't throw out all of these pieces. I have a box that I put all of my scrap paper in, and I come back to it when I'm doing collaging so that I can have a bunch of random colors. So it's not being lost. And you can decide whether you want to do like, maybe you want to do sunset clouds, maybe you want to do a big, sun in here. I think for today, I'm just going to do a circle as like a big circly sun, but maybe next time I'd want to do clouds. I don't know. This paper is kind of thick, so I'm going to kind of cut something that's way bigger than, maybe it's not the right shape. Maybe I cut it too small. Well, now I'm making an oval. Let's do that again. I'm going to cut out just a big square out of here so I have something to work with because this is thicker paper. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to attempt to make a circle. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be circle-ish. How about that? Circle-ish. Okay, that resembles a circle, right? Okay. And then I'm going to be gluing the back of this guy. And I'm going to stick it in there. And can I just say, I took aggressive scribbling with my sadness, anger, frustration, whatever. And I cut it up and glued it on. And does it not look pretty? I love it. I think it looks great. If you want to add more detailing in pen, you can. If you want to add like little rays or like little trees in there, because now you really want to spend the energy making it like beautiful. I'm going to leave it like this because I really like the texture that it already has. So I hope by doing this art practice, it's given you some time for yourself to reflect on your feelings, to get out some of your anger, frustration, sadness, whatever it might be. Put it in the paper. Show up with something beautiful at the end, making you feel a little bit better than you did when you started.